Hey people, so today I just want to go ahead and compare my HTC the One X versus my favorite smartphone that I use daily, the Samsung Galaxy Note. So let's just go ahead and start off with some specs. Here we have the new HTC One X quad-core running with Tegra 3. It's also packing a 1280x720p Super IPS LCD 2 display with 312 ppi's, and then we have here on the right side, as I said, my Samsung Galaxy Note 1280x800 5.3-inch screen. So I'm in the browser right now. Want to compare it a little bit here, just because this is, I mean, as I said, this is my favorite smartphone. I use it all day long. So that's why I want to compare the browser. Now I just want to show you something that that Samsung really has succeeded with, and something that I love Samsung so much for this thing. So we are on Engadget's website over here, looking here on the different threads. Now I'm just going to show you one thing. First of all, okay, the scrolling and everything, you can't really see a difference. It's awesome on both, basically. But one thing that Samsung really has succeeded with is when you scroll in and out like this. Let's try this, a little like this. And yeah, we're running still on Gingerbread here on the Galaxy Note under 2.3, because Samsung hasn't pushed out the over-the-air update for 4.0.3, but should come soon because the AT&T firmware for the Samsung Galaxy Note has been leaked. That's the under 4.0.3, of course with TouchWiz, but still. As you can see, I mean, it works awesome. It's perfect. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad on the HTC One X, but one thing that they're doing, when you're doing things like this, you'll basically see sometime here that it's gonna try to select text. There we go. Did you see that thing? It's like when you go out and in, it sometimes is going to try to select the text on the HTC One X. And I think the Transformer Prime also had this issue. And it's a quite a serious one, I think, because it makes the whole device feel a bit laggy sometimes when you go in and out. Like if you do this over a text like that, could you see that it's trying to select the text? Or yeah, it tried to select the text or something like that. It thinks I want to click on it or something like that. Now that never happens when I'm doing it on the Galaxy Note. That must be because Samsung has done something, so when you do it like this, they know that you don't want to select the text. That's why it's awesome. Not saying that it's bad, but sometimes I hate it. I mean, like that. You see it, sometimes it happens. Maybe not be a big deal for you. I just think it's annoying if that's what I'm gonna see. I mean, I just want to try it out, the scrolling and everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and go here and see the speeds, because I think that you people might be interested in that. And also, when the page is loading and you're trying to go out and in, it's a little bit slower on the HTC One X than on the Galaxy Note. Let's see here, the new iPad. Top stories. Can't we just go back to the home page? And let's try an article over here. Let's go ahead and go back again. And you can also tell me in opinions. I mean, if you had tried out these phones, maybe you shouldn't say anything about the lag experience. But something I hate: the connection to the server timed out. What the hell? That's also a thing that I've been seeing a few times on my HTC One X, but then the internet is working perfectly. Let's go ahead and go to the front page. And we did tap on the HTC One X first here, but still the Galaxy Note is loading up pretty quick, quicker here. That's interesting. So I mean, I still do believe that I'm going to use my Galaxy Note as my main phone. It seems like I also had a few bugs with the HTC One X, like sometimes when I'm in the camera and tried out the filter, like distortion, there's some amazing filters that you can get with the HTC One X, but it did crash sometimes, the camera app that just closed down. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to tap on did you see it again? Like it's trying to select think I'm gonna try to tap on something when I'm not. I just want to zoom in, you know. That never happens on the Galaxy Note. Okay, let's try this. Both loading 50%. Okay, there we go. It's faster on the HTC One X there. But I mean, as you can see, it's a little bit slower right now on both. It's something. I mean, with the HTC One X, I still do believe that seems like the Galaxy Note is still the best Android browser. I mean, that I've tried. And that's a little fun, I think. It's gonna be fun to see what Samsung's gonna do with their Galaxy S3 and everything. So the HTC One X loaded up faster over there. And now we're getting some Wi-Fi issues again. Could be as my DNS or my home Wi-Fi here, but still, I got that issue twice now. Console, what? And also, like sometimes when you're in the browser, oh yeah, that this whole thing at the top, the bar where you see your battery and stuff, it disappears. I'm not sure why. Okay, so we lost the Wi-Fi over there, but I mean, I think that I still believe that. I mean, the speed and everything, it seems to be still the same. Or I mean, kind of the same. Only will be a few seconds different. There we go. Loads up again. Could be as my home Wi-Fi. Could be some issues with the hardware just because it's a new phone and everything. They have still some early bugs. But I mean, as you can see, sometimes like when you go in. That never happens on the Galaxy Note. The Galaxy Note really is, I mean, it has the best browser, and the Galaxy S2, I mean, that has kind of like the same performance because it's running on the same processor and everything. But I still do believe that it's interesting that, the Transformer Prime also did like try to select the text, and I was like, what? And I mean, the speed is kind of the same. I mean, the HTC One X has been winning here 2 times, and the Galaxy Note won another time. And I hate that the tabbing system that the TouchWiz UI has. It sucks. Like when you go out, why can't we just have the stock tabbing system? And maybe I should start to use another browser. I'm not really sure. They're both loading here, and again we're getting that network occurred problems on the HTC One X. But I mean, it's a new phone, so might still has. I mean, this phone's been out longer, so they might have fixed out a few bugs. But right now it seems like the HTC One X could come with a few bugs here, some beginner bugs, and I still do believe that the browser seems to be best on the HTC on the Galaxy Note. But I mean, if you look at it overall, of course the browser is amazing against other smartphones, but I mean, we hardcore people like me, we still do believe probably that the Galaxy Note is the better when you're browsing. Also, that comes with a bigger screen. What we also can see here, the screen brightness is turned on full on both, but what we can see is that screen brightness is it's brighter on the HTC One X, and also I think that the viewing angles is better. So that's kind of nice. If you need a good screen when you're out and stuff, then I think that the HTC One X is going to be better. So you can judge by yourself what you think about the browser and everything, and might do more browser comparison stuff like that. But yeah, awesome. See you. And we've also had like background apps open up on my Galaxy Note. We didn't have that much open up on the HTC One X. But there's one thing that I'm wondering about Sense. I mean, we had the recent apps, but it's not like stock Android. It seems like you can remove stuff, like swipe to remove. So how do you remove things from here with the... Oh, okay. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay, awesome. See you, people. Bye-bye.